Alright guys, welcome back to NezFab. Came up with a YouTube channel name. Pretty basic, pretty simple. Some of you may catch on and realize what the fab stands for. It's not fabulous. Yeah, Nez Fabrications. Nez being the last three letters of my last name. I think it sounds pretty cool. Anyways, welcome back to NezFab. Today we're going to be getting this short block, the 6-bolt short block that's buried somewhere in one of these bins down here. We're going to get that bad guy up on the engine stand and check it out. Apparently the guy we got the car from, just got the car from, says it had rod knock. So we're going to get up on the engine stand, swing it around, take the pistons and rods and stuff out, and see what we're working with there. See, what kind of condition it's in. These things are getting harder and harder to find. So myself, I've been hoarding them. I got a couple stashed away in my shed that are virgins, mints. They haven't been machined or nothing like that. So I just got them set back for a rainy day in case I throw some rods at the block on that thing, or until I have enough money to buy one of those sweet billet blocks. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to grab that block. I might have to ask the wife for help. This thing's pretty heavy. We'll see. And like I said, we'll throw it up on the engine stand. Just waiting for Jesse to decide on what he wants to do with the transmission, and then we'll get this thing slapped back together. But yeah, we'll check back in with you guys here in a little bit. All right, I gotta call in reinforcements. I got the engine bracket on there, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that up on there by myself. So I'm gonna get my wife out here. We're gonna see if we can tag team this thing.
Hey, you're back.
You ready?
Guess so.
I lifted it up out of this tote by myself, and I had a hernia. So
You're in.
we'll see if we can get it. All right, mission successful. Whew. These bad boys, cast iron blocks. We got the pistons and the crank and the rods and everything still in them. They're a little heavy. Got a little micro, mighty mouse wife. Give me a hand. We got it up there. Usually something like this, I'd use my engine or my cherry picker, my engine hoist, but it's over at my brother's house. I'm gonna go snag that up from him because he ain't gonna be using it anytime soon. So. All right, well, we got this bad boy up on there, 46 6-bolt, somewhat assembled still. So, like I said, we'll get this bad boy flipped upside down, and yeah, we'll get these pistons and rods and stuff knocked out and see what she's looking like. Oh wow, got some critters in that one. Thing's been sitting for a little bit. Nothing doesn't look horrible though. I'm expecting to see some bad bearings. So, like I said, get this thing flipped around, and then yeah. All right, well, got it flipped over and already see an issue. You guys see an issue? I haven't touched this motor yet. I haven't touched it. Like literally just put it up on the stand. Jesse hasn't touched it. We just got it, pulled it out of the tote from the guy, and let me know in the comments down below if you guys noticed what's missing as soon as I flip this thing over. So I'm gonna have to look for the missing part. So that kind of sucks. Darn it. Well, so get these suckers pushed out, and then see what we're working with next. All right, got all the pistons out. The only thing I noticed when I rolled up to the engine, I don't know if you guys, left in the comments down below what you guys noticed, what was up with it before, but we're missing a part. We're actually missing technically 3 parts. Missing another rod cap, and then the bearings for number 1 piston. As soon as I pull them out, just grab a little silver Sharpie, label them all, just in case somehow something gets knocked over or something. I just like to keep them with the holes that they came out of. So 1 through 4. We'll Whoop, that bearing is still on this. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. But looks like someone's been in this engine and freshened it up before. So I also noticed on the side here, again, leave in the comments down below if you guys notice anything out of the ordinary. But I noticed that we're missing a couple shafts inside of here. Looks like they did a balance shaft delete. They did. It's kind of hard to see. It's a little dark down there. Let's see. Bam. Turn this on. Does this help? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I did a little stubby balance shaft delete, and they put. Looks like they did the bearings the right way too. So I believe they did. So that way you don't have any oil pressure issues once you get this thing back together and running. So that's where we're at, man. The crank doesn't look. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel nothing there with my finger. It's slightly something on that one. Definitely, though, huh? These other ones look pretty good. So, I wonder if this crank should be salvageable. Something definitely happened with this number one cylinder. So that's why I didn't see it in the bins. I'm gonna have to keep digging. I'm gonna keep digging in the bins and see if I can find it. But that's where we're at so far with the 6-bolt. So again, we're updated on the 6-bolt, updated on the transmission. Next step is I'm gonna get that cylinder head up on the bench, and we're missing one part on that too. So we're slowly piecing this thing back together, seeing kind of what we need to order, what we can salvage, what we need to buy. So yeah, that's a 6-bolt block tear down ish. I'll get the head, start checking that out. Back so soon, you say? Hell yeah, baby, GSD. All right, so here's the head. Excuse me. Came with a few goodies. We were told these were Brian Crower 272s, which Brian Crower 101 intake, 101 exhaust. I'll have to rotate it around to see the actual part number. So anyways, Brian Crower should have 272s in it. And then, let's see if I can do better with the camera here. And then Brian Crower springs and retainers. But, oh, we in business, baby. We in business. It was missing that guy. Right, let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Right there, the valve spring retainer. Come on, focus. Focus. So, I don't know if you can see on some of these other ones. Some of you guys that aren't familiar with this stuff, if you're watching for the first time. God, come on, there you go. So that little part right below the rocker, see how it's missing on that one? We were hoping that we would find it, and looking in the head a little bit more, it's chilling right down there. So, cool. So we have all the parts for the valve spring. So this head, baby, this head's ready to rock. You know, it's even been, got some nice little pour and polish work done here on the runners. So, you know, obviously we'll get all this cleaned up. And yeah, we'll get this thing torqued down, put back together, and this head's good. The head's solid. You know, I'm not really too worried about the head. I'll check the valve lapping and all that stuff too. So I'm gonna pull the cams back out. Obviously get that retainer back on there. Check all the other keepers, because there's a little baggie that he has a few more keepers than he should. Which I don't know why. Okay, because there's two on that side. So how many do we got in here? Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 sets? He must have just had some spares in, because I think we're only missing, looks like we're only missing 2 sets. Anyways, I'll go through it all, check it out, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, back with the head. Just got those keepers on. So it was only missing just 2 sets of keepers, you guys. So he just must have had spares. Any of you that do your own head work, this bad boy right here, man, enables you to do that. Picked it up Eurosport online. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Bought it years ago or whatever. But that enables me to push down the valves, pop those keepers out. Then you can pop the valve springs out, pull the valves out, all that stuff, yada 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 yada. In case you burn up a valve or something, which I may have done once or twice. So I'm gonna get this thing flipped over, and then we'll check to see how tight those valves are sealing on the valve seats. That's what I usually do, just to check, just a quick check. Usually what I can do is you can take a flashlight. See if I can do this while holding. This head might fall. Yeah, it's gonna fall. Let's see. Position it like this. So I take the flashlight and I put it up to the valve right there, and then I look inside here, and if I see any light shining through, then I usually just I'll lap them until they're so it's not shining through anymore or whatever. Apparently this head's been right there. Head Dynamics has gone through it, and I can't imagine it was ran for too long. So I already did the whole flashlight trick on it all. It's all sealed up pretty damn good. So I'd say, this head's ready to rock and roll. I would slap it on the car and full throttle that sucker. So everything else looks pretty dang good on it, man. Like I said, this head's ready to rock and roll. Oh, the cams over here. So yeah, if you guys aren't curious, and if you buy used cams or whatever, the number for the Brian Crower cams. Oh, that's a little too much light. Focus right there. You can see the imprint or the stamping or whatever. It's stamped right here on that little groove next to where like the cam gears bolt onto or whatever. That's how you can tell what model it is. These ones are the OG AA, the 101s. I don't know for sure off the top of my head what cams those are, but they're probably 272s, so pretty common. So 272s is a really common cam for these engines. So that's we got some good news and we got some bad news. So the bottom end, we got some issues with it. Crank's a little tore up. We're missing a rod cap, which I'm gonna have to go dig through those totes over here and see if I can find it. So bottom end, we gotta do some repairs to it, figure out what we're gonna do with that. But this the cylinder head's good to go. So we just get this bottom end figured out, and then we pretty much have all the parts to slap this thing back together. See if Jesse wants to go with the welded center diff, or if we want to try to find just a factory OE center diff. I think he's going to try to have his wife drive this and stuff. And with power steering, it shouldn't be that bad with the center diff. It's just a little bit of chirping here and there. So we'll discuss that and see what route he wants to go with that. And then I'm going to dig through these totes one more time, which I'm pretty sure it's not in there. Could be in this other one. I'm going to dig through these totes one more time and see if I can find that rod cap. Well, damn, that chem cap's not in those totes. Only other thing I think is I know the oil pan was here in the trunk. Can we be oh so lucky? Can we be oh so lucky? This oil pan's gonna need some cleaning. That thing is nasty. Just two motor mount bolts. This looks like some type of fender bracket. No. Timing cover. Timing belt. Upper timing cover. Another motor mount bolt. Oh, look at this thing. There's some bumps though, huh? Get some bumps. Well, I think we're SOL. for SOL on that. So I have to pull this out and see. We might have ourselves a little. Oh yeah, this thing's already been rewired. Oh yeah, fuel pump relay. Oh, okay, cool. That'd be juicy. Might not have to spend any money on that. We'll have to pull that fuel pump out and see what see what fuel pump it's got in there. It's got to have a 255 or higher, I'm assuming. So I doubt it's going to be in the back seat. You know, I guess there could be a solo cam cap chilling somewhere. Or a cam cap. Rod cap. We got boatloads of parts. So, I don't know, we'll dig a little bit through it tomorrow. Jesse's supposed to come by and we'll start doing some more stuff to it, so Jesse's gonna take care of the interior stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, that was another day here at old Nez Fab. You know, always tinkering around with cars, always doing stuff. Get a little bit of gaming done in the morning. Get some fab work, car work done in the afternoon. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Again, check in on the next one. I'm gonna try to video log this whole little journey and keep pumping out content. So let me know what you guys like. If you guys got any questions about anything that I'm doing, if you guys got any comments about anything I'm doing, if you guys want to make some smart ass remarks about shit that I'm doing that you don't approve of, it's whatever, whatever. Just let me know. Like the video, share it with a friend, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.